Many of you may feel a bit anxious when it comes to cold weather after the power grid failure in 2021. So Orco Manna took your concerns to experts. Orco joins us now live. Orco, should we be concerned?
Well, Mia, those experts tell me that the numbers show that the grid should be fine this week. They tell me that if a storm similar to the 2021 winter storm were to hit today, peak demand would be around 92,000 megawatts. But the latest models for this week show that peak demand is around 73,000 megawatts. The most ERCOT has ever used is around 85,000. So you can see that we are below that number. Still, experts say there are still concerns when it comes to the weather. As this week's cold front moves through, the memory of the winter storm from February 2021 still lingers.
A statewide average of right around 6 degrees, and that led to extremely high demand.
The grid couldn't handle that demand, leading to widespread power outages and, sadly, hundreds of deaths. ERCOT issuing a weather watch through this Friday as a heads up that they're experiencing higher demand due to the cold, with the possibility for lower operating reserves. But ERCOT tells me, quote, "At this time, grid conditions are normal and are expected to remain normal."
So I don't see there being any problems.
Energy Capital podcast host Doug Lewin tells me a major difference between then and now is that there's more supply.
We do have a whole lot of battery storage on the grid right now. Winter Storm Uri, we had 200. We now have over 10,000 megawatts of batteries.
Not only that, but power plants were mandated by state law to winterize their equipment. Still, U of H's VP for Energy and Innovation tells me there are still concerns depending on the forecast.
If we have a lot of freezing rain, or if you've got a lot of ice that gets formed along, especially Dallas and between Dallas, Lubbock, and Midland, then we're very likely to see, at least in local regions, failure of the electric grid.
KHOU 11 energy expert Ed Herr says despite ERCOT's weatherization efforts, he says state leaders need to do more and in particular build more power plants.
These are deteriorating and reaching the end of their operating livelihoods, and they're not going to be renewed under the current economic market model.
Now to check real-time and extended grid conditions, ERCOT says you can use their mobile app. You're taking a look at it here. You can see the operating reserves, and then if we scroll, you can also check the supply and demand. Again, ERCOT says that there is no current expectation of any energy emergency. And again, to help out with your energy bill and to help the grid, you can also reduce your energy use during peak times. Reporting live in Houston tonight, Orco Manna, KHOU 11 News.